Sorry about that. While it was nice to see a break in the action for today, it's just a shame that we couldn't do anything about temperatures, really. We stayed cold just like yesterday. In fact, we dropped into the middle teens this morning, around 13 at Joplin Regional, and the warmest we could go today was 20 at the airport so far. Again, it was nice to get a break in the action. But our next wave's ready to roll in. That's why we have winter weather advisories back in effect in the blue until, let me get the proper expiration time up here for you, at the latest until Thursday, 6 a.m. So we've got freezing drizzle set to work back in here starting this evening and certainly during the overnight. Then it's going to try and mix in with some sleet and snow, light amounts of those at times throughout the day tomorrow. Even though it was mostly cloudy up top, we haven't seen anything result falling to the ground so far. And while the radar might suggest snow a lot, that is moisture that is starting to develop. And once it hits the ground, unfortunately, it'll start off again as freezing drizzle. So again, if you have to be on the roads this evening as that drizzle begins, just take your time and be very careful. 20 in Joplin, feels like 8 with a north breeze at about 12 miles per hour. As we move along, we can see temperatures across the region. Not much of a spread in temperatures here. 15 in Iola, 18 in Pittsburgh, 23 in Neosho, maybe some mid-20s once we hit Grove and Anderson. But everyone's going to gravitate back toward the teens, mainly the mid to upper teens, as we head into the overnight hours and into Wednesday morning. So let's look at our setup once again, widen the view out. At least we're not going to be alone in dealing with this next wave on the way. In fact, we have ice storm warnings clipping parts of northeast Arkansas, southeastern Missouri, and continuing along the Ohio River Valley. As at the surface, we've got plenty of cold air in place. There is no doubt about that, with high pressure in control. But upstairs, it's all about that strong upper-level low, part of the polar vortex that broke away from the Arctic Circle. That is bringing in yet another subtle wave working in from the west. That is going to be our culprit for our increase in the freezing drizzle as we continue through the rest of the evening. You can see it picking up clearly by 10 o'clock tonight. And then as we head toward Wednesday morning, a little bit more moisture upstairs and maybe a little bit more colder air up top. We'll try to finally mix in some snow, maybe a little bit of light sleet at times as well. So we'll not have to deal with just freezing drizzle tomorrow. We'll watch for any periods of light sleet and light snow to change things up around here. But temperatures, they stay the same. 17 in the morning, 21 by noon, afternoon highs around 23. We're going to see all this activity wind down as we head toward Wednesday night and Thursday morning. If there's any amount of snow with this, it's going to be a dusting to maybe half an inch. And as far as ice amounts are concerned, we're going to keep everything between the glaze and a tenth of an inch. But still, it was amounts like these that led to messy roads Sunday and Monday. So we need to be mindful of that if we have to do any travel around the area. Once we get past a relatively quiet Thursday with maybe a few random sleet or snow showers, we'll stay quiet for Friday. Then we'll see our next wave out west, bring in another shot for snow on Saturday as temperatures continue to stay cold. 23 tomorrow, 24 Thursday, 21 on Friday. Teens as we go into early next week down, and potentially by early next week, lows around 0 to start each morning out.
Yeah, around 0 for the lows, and even the high is not going to get up as high as freezing for the next week. So it's going to be cold for a while.
Yeah, we got to hold out until next Wednesday or Thursday. That's when I can see us finally breaking the freezing mark.
That seems like a long way away. Nick,
we're going to get there at some point, though.
I'm sure we will eventually. Thanks, Nick.